Hello and welcome to At Your Service. My name is David Hawksworth, and today I'm here with Michelle Martin, who's the Community Relations Supervisor. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about a really exciting program that the Community Relations Division's been working on, and that's the Neighborhood Repair and Rehabilitation Program.
That's right. NRRP, as we like to call it.
Okay, so tell us what that's all about.
Yes, we've been working to try and get some grant funding so that we can help residents rehabilitate their homes and programs. We've got 2 grants now. We're excited to announce that CDBG through the Kansas Department of Commerce.
And that's Community Development Block Grant.
Correct. And then we've been funded with the Federal Home Loan Bank grant of Topeka. The Federal Home Loan Bank of Topeka grant.
Okay.
So that's what we've been using a little bit, but we're hoping to expand that. Right now, we started with just one target area, so we're working in the area of, it's 9th Street, Broadway, South, and State, I think is the one. 9th, South, Broadway, and State Streets. So then that target area is where we're kind of starting with this.
Okay.
And then we're hoping that over the years, as we get going, we'll expand into other neighborhoods and continue this program with other grants filtering back into it and keep it going for hopefully many years.
Okay. So this is basically a program for like low and moderate income homeowners.
Yes, to help. Our goal is to help stabilize their homes and to find individuals to help rehabilitate their homes. What we're really needing right now are contractors to help us participate and move this forward. So we really need contractors to come in and to work on these projects that'll be going on for a few years. And we're hoping that we can incentivize them by having, consistent work, because there should be work for the next 3 or so years. That we have at least 30 home projects still remaining. Mm-hmm. It all depends kind of where the price breakdowns, but we're anticipating at least 30 more homes over the next 3 years, and more if we can continue to get more grants. We also think it'll be a consistent, reliable source of funding because the city will be paying it. We aren't going to make them wait for the funders to reimburse us as soon as we get everything we need and the project's complete, and they can, rely on the city to be a consistent payor for that. So that consistent funding. Then we also think it's advantageous because it'll be in such a confined area or a relatively easy area for them to move around between projects. So we're hoping that's another incentive for them. And then we also hope that by having this going on and an ongoing source of payment, in the future, it's more consistency for contractors, sometimes that consistency in projects. But if we can keep this going and bringing the funds to Salina, that it'll really incentivize them more to do so. So we're really hoping to bring in the contractors for that.
So if there's a contractor that's interested in learning more about the program, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can go to our website, the City of Salina's website and Community Relations page, or they can give Community Relations a call at 785-309-5745. Or, more excitingly, they can come join us for donuts. Lily and I are going to have a morning breakfast for coffee and donuts with Lily and Michelle on Friday, April 4th at 7:30 here at the City County Building in room 105. We'd love to have anyone join us and come and dialogue and ask questions if they have any concerns about the program or learn more about how they can become a contractor certified on the list. And if they're interested, we're hoping, we have some interest, you do have to, for the CDBG grant, be certified with lead-based paint training, and we would provide that training for them. If we have enough interest, we'd like to allow contractors to gain that certification and their employees that certification. But we need to know that there's enough interest to bring in someone to do that training. That's another advantage we'd like to incentivize contractors with, so we really hope they'll come and join us on Friday, April 4th.
It's a great opportunity to learn more about the program and ask questions and get yourself the knowledge that you need to make a decision on whether you want to participate in this or not.
And donuts.
And you can't beat donuts.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What else do we all need to know about the NRRP?
Well, it's a great way for individuals that want to have their homes rehabilitated and need some help. If you're struggling with that and keeping the homes, our goal as a city is to try and keep the homes to be on the market so that they'll last and be more of a value in the community, because we all know there's a little bit of a housing shortage, and so keeping homes on the market and usable longer is the ultimate goal. And so I think that the contractors coming and participating in this, it's not only good for them, it's good for the city and everyone in the community.
And if you stay tuned on the next segment, we'll be talking about the homeowner side of things and how you can participate in getting a grant. So,
Great.
which is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we look forward.
Well, really appreciate your guys' efforts in putting this whole thing together. I know it was a lot of work to coordinate all the moving parts.
It's still an ongoing process.
Right.
So, yes, we're excited.
Okay.
Excited for it.
Anything else we need to know?
Just remember to come. We hope the contractors will show up and find out more.
Okay. All right, Michelle, really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with the next segment in just a moment.
The City of Salina's Community Relations Division presents the 2025 Fair Housing Seminar on Friday, April 25th at OCCK on West Schilling Road. Guest speakers will present information on landlord-tenant rights and responsibilities, recognizing domestic violence, fair housing case law updates, and more. Continuous education credits are available. There's a $30 registration fee and lunch is included. To register, visit salina-ks.gov/Fair Housing Seminar by April 18th. See you at the Fair Housing Seminar, April 25th at OCCK.
I'm speaking with Lily Morales, who's Community Relations Specialist. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
We're here to talk about the Neighborhood Repair and Rehabilitation Program. It's a mouthful.
Yes.
But it's a great opportunity for people in a certain part of town to get some funding to repair their homes. So tell us a little bit about the program.
So the program is good for homeowners that are living in the property and there's some form of structural issue with the property. The funds that we have are to help the home's structure to prolong the longevity of the property.
Okay.
So if the home needs roofing, we also do the windows, siding, and if there's any insulation that the home needs to help with the bills and reduce that, and also if there's any need for accessibility. So if there's a restroom and there's a need to have it accessible due to a disability of some sort, we are able to make those type of repairs as well.
Okay. Well, sounds like a great program for people who need the help with
Yes.
keeping their homes livable. And what is the area of town that you're concentrating in right now?
So the neighborhood is bound by State Street to the north, 9th Street to the east, South Street to the south, and then Broadway to the west.
Okay. All right. That's a fairly large area.
It's a 10 by 10 block radius.
Okay. Okay. And how does someone apply to get some of this funding?
They can come to our office. We're in room 101, or they can go to our website and apply online as well.
Okay. So you mentioned some of the things that it's for, and really the purpose of this program is to preserve and help lengthen the amount of time that the houses can be in service.
Correct.
So,
Yes, it's not for normal remodeling. So if somebody wants to just do a remodel, unfortunately, we don't do cosmetics, and it's not a remodel grant. It's to help the longevity of the property.
so take me through the process once someone applies, and can they apply online?
Yes, they can apply online. We will get a notification that the application been submitted. I will review, make sure that all the documents were attached. And if I see that something's missing or it's outdated, I will make contact with the applicant, let them know what we're needing. It could be a lengthy process. So we're still working with applications from April, and not every home has reached the construction phase yet.
Okay.
So it's, besides the weather, there's
Right.
different aspects of it, but it's not something that will have a very fast turnaround. It does require a process, and it can take a few months.
So once someone is deemed eligible to receive the grant and gets the funding, what happens after that?
I will schedule a site inspection with the city inspectors where we will go and take a look at the property so we can develop a scope of work, what the home needs, and see how we would go about submitting a bid on that home.
Okay.
Once a scope of work has been determined, then of course we'll send it out to bid. When I publish a bid, just to make it easier, because there's a lot of bids that go out through the city, I like to put the abbreviation of NRRP and then whichever home is being worked on to help differentiate between all the bids. Since for federal home loan, I will be sending out a total of 44 projects, and then through the new grant, it's going to be anywhere from 12 to 14. So I will make a distinction, but I will either use the NRP just to kind of let the contractors that are getting the notice know that it's for the rehab project, and it's kind of easier to pinpoint when they get the notices on their emails.
Okay. So how big are you projecting the grants to be? You mentioned like 44 projects.
Yes,
that we have enough funding for, but what's the average cost of each of those projects?
So it varies. Federal home loan is, depending on what the house needs, it may vary. I don't want to give out a specific dollar amount.
Okay.
Now, the grant in itself was almost $1 million, the 9999. So if we divide that into the 44 homes, take away a few administrative costs. So there's a possibility that the project can be, and again, depending on what the home needs, anywhere from 15 to maybe close to 20,000.
Okay.
And again, it's based on need and stuff like that. Now, so far, all the houses that we have seen have maxed their allowable. So it's for contractors that are interested, it is a good small chunk of money in for each home, but a lot for just one house.
Right.
But once they start working more and are bidding more, it adds up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Anything else we need to know about the Neighborhood Repair and Rehabilitation Program?
It is a program for low to moderate households. So
Which is why you're focusing on this particular area.
yes, so it is income-based. I would encourage applicants to again apply, because each grant has a different variable of what they call within their eligibility. So go ahead and apply. When I receive the application, I will be able to determine under which of the two grants they would be eligible for.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like a really valuable program to help with housing in Salina, and really appreciate your guys' efforts to not only get this off the ground, but to work with all of the homeowners to get this taken care of. So
Yes, it is on a first come, first serve, so we definitely encourage you to apply and get your spot in that 44.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lily, thanks a lot. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time on At Your Service.